Hello there, nice slice here, coming at you from the Great White North in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Today, once again, we're going to be looking at the NAFS Lander. Now, I bought this knife a number of months ago, and what I liked about this knife is that it has interchangeable handle covers. So I purchased this knife from a local shop, Wanstall's. Very good people there. They have a good selection of firearms and they have some wonderful knives in there. So if you're ever in Maple Ridge, British Columbia, stop by and see Wanstall's. Just wanted to say thank you to those guys there. But today, this is what we're doing. So if you remember, when I first got this knife, it came with the black handle covers with the black D2 blade. Good looking knife. This knife was intentionally made to be able to change out these covers without disassembling the entire knife. Very nice feature. So I purchased the Lunar surface scales. There's a little saying that came with it from JFK from 1962. Very nice, and it did look pretty cool with that. So what I've done is I've already taken the screws out, and I took the pocket clip off and the plate that fills in the gap there, because it is an interchangeable pocket clip. Reversible, I should say. So let's go ahead and take those covers off. As you can see, they just pop right off there. Remember, this one looked like it had the black line there, looked like liners. As you can see, there is stainless steel liners on here as well. We have not had to disassemble the pivot. Let's get a little better light on the subject here, shall we? There we go, that's better. You see the pivot is still intact. So the ones I purchased today, it's actually yesterday. I was coming home from a volunteer day at the range. The shop is right around the corner from there, so I purchased the Rainbow Trout covers. And NAFS Knives was nice enough to put a recipe on the card. Number 6 there is great. Eat, consume, devour, enjoy. Always good. So let's have a look at these. I'll get these black ones out of the way. These are the Rainbow Trout scales. I think they're going to look pretty cool on here. Let's put them on, shall we? These are T6 hardware. Snug that up. Do the same again. There's the pocket clip. There you go, simple as that. Oh, that looks great. That looks fantastic. That black blade. It's the bright pink and gray and brown and white and the rainbow trout. That looks fantastic. That black blade just makes those colors pop against there. With the black steel liners and all the black hardware. It's great. This, like I said in my first video on this knife, this little filler plate here is a nice touch. I appreciate that, so it doesn't look like there's something missing all the time when you're carrying your knife. I really, really like this knife. I'm glad I purchased it. Wanstall's has it at a decent price. They have a pretty good selection of these covers as well. They have some solid color like the black. And then they have some that have graphic scenes on them. But when I was in there yesterday, I saw these and I thought, hey, that looked pretty good. And you know what? I think I was right. I brought this towel out because I've learned my lesson. When you take little T6 screws out and they drop and hit the hard surface at Kitchen Table Studios here, they tend to fall on kitchen floors, and that's not good because I can't find them after that. I have to ask my son and my daughter to help me find them because they have younger, better eyes than I do. So while I was at Wanstall's, I also saw this NAFS leather strop and compound. Their little instruction on how to strop your knife. There you go. So you got 1, 2, and 3. And it explains what stropping does and why it's good. It says they usually test by shaving the hair off their arms. I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to shave, I'll use a razor. But let's have a look here. So there's the strop. You see, nice little piece of leather there. It's got a hollow rivet through there. So you can hang that up or attach it to whatever you felt like. It's got the NAFS stamped into the leather. Smooth side here. There's the compound. Green ultrafine, 1 ounce. There's just explaining the blade angles. I've never used this type of compound before. I do have another strop, a bigger strop, that I use on my larger fixed blade knives. But it has a greasy kind of compound that I put on that. 1 black and 1 green, and the green is more for cutting and the black is more for polishing. But in this one, I think the green is more polished. So let's put a little on there, shall we? I think that's how you apply it on there. There we go. And then just put your knife along there. This knife was already very sharp. I have been using it though. I've been meaning to strop it and I haven't, so. Oh yeah, that's plenty sharp. Anyhow, just an update on my NAFS lander. Went from black covers to lunar surface covers to the rainbow trout covers, and now I have the NAFS strop and stropping compound. there you have it.